Today, we're diving deep into the most efficient method for farming cash, a method that applies to any location in the game. Regardless of the specific mob names in your current area, the underlying mechanics remain consistent. We'll explore the normal mob types, their brute variants, and the optimal farming strategy to maximize your gains, including the crucial cash and health multipliers for each enemy type. But before we start, Anime Legends Simulator. This game is coming soon to Roblox, and you already can find a lot of leaks and sneak peeks in the official Discord server. Also, right now you can get a code for an exclusive mount or even early access to the game. I will leave a link for you in the comments. Make sure to check it out. In every location, you'll encounter three primary mob types, which we'll refer to as Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. These correspond to the Diablo, Gosuke, and Galoin archetypes. Type 1 provides the base cash reward, which we'll consider a 1x multiplier. Type 2 offers a moderate increase, roughly a 1.33x multiplier on cash, and Type 3 yields the highest cash among the normal mobs, around a 2.05x multiplier. In terms of health, we consider Type 1's health as a 1x multiplier. Type 2 has approximately a 3.33x health multiplier, and Type 3 has approximately a 6.67x health multiplier. Remember that while the names change between locations, the relative cash rewards and health pools remain consistent, and these multipliers remain the same. Now, let's discuss the brute variants. Regardless of location, these are significantly stronger versions of the normal mobs, and they consistently offer a substantial cash reward. This reward is always a 10x multiplier compared to the base mob in cash. In terms of health, brutes have a health multiplier of approximately 13.33x compared to the base mob. This increased cash and health makes them the primary target for cash farming, provided your DPS is sufficient. To show the multipliers from normal to brutes. Type 2 normal to brute is around a 4x health multiplier. Type 3 normal to brute is around a 2x health multiplier. Also, some of you might remember that in a previous video, I mentioned the brutes having a 5x multiplier that was just an average number, and in this video, we are more precise. Important to note, all brutes within a single location will have the same health and drop the same cash reward, regardless of whether they are a brute version of Type 1, Type 2, or Type 3. To determine the optimal farming strategy, we need to calculate the cash per second for each mob type. This involves dividing the cash reward by the total time it takes to kill the mob, including its revive time. Let's break down the calculations. Type 1. Cash, for point to T. This is the base cash reward for this mob type. Health, for 2 OT at level 10. This is the total health of the mob. Time to kill with 208 TDPS, to 0.01 seconds. This is how long it takes to kill the mob at 208 TDPS. Total time, 7.01 seconds. This includes the kill time and the mob's respawn time. Cash per second, approximately 0.60 trillion per second. This is the cash gain per second of farming. This type gives approximately 0.6 OT cash per second. Type 2. Cash, 5.6 T. Health, 100 OT. Time to kill approximately for 0.81 seconds. Total time, 9.81 seconds. Cash per second, approximately 0.57 trillion per second. This type gives approximately 0.57 T cash per second. Type 3. Cash, 8.6 T. Health, 200 OT. Time to kill approximately 9.61 seconds. Total time, 14.61 seconds. Cash per second, approximately 0.59 trillion per second. This type gives approximately 0.59 T cash per second. Brutes. Cash, for T. Health, 13,600 T. Time to kill approximately 65.38 seconds. Total time, 70.38 seconds. Cash per second equals approximately 0.60 trillion per second. This type gives approximately 0.6 OT cash per second. As you can see, at DPS of 208 T, the brutes in Type 1 are almost the same. But as your DPS increases, the brutes will be better. Brutes offer superior cash farming due to their 10x higher cash rewards, where the larger payout outweighs the longer kill times with sufficient DPS. Normal mobs, despite faster kill times, provide lower cash per second and overall rewards, making them less efficient. Type 1 mobs are preferable to Type 2 and 3 because their lower health allows for quicker kills, especially at lower DPS levels. The 2 seconds rule is chosen to be the point where the time spent killing the weakest mobs starts to make the time spent killing the much stronger brutes worth the time. If it takes longer than 2 seconds to kill the first mob, then the time spent killing the brutes is not as efficient. The 208 TDPS value was initially calculated based on the mob health and kill times observed in the JoJo location, used to illustrate the point where farming brutes becomes viable in the later stages of the game. However, the 2-second kill time metric is more universally applicable, as it scales with player progression across all locations. The core principles of cash farming remain consistent across all locations in Arise crossover. While mob names may differ, the archetypes persist: a base mob type 1, a mid-tier mob type 2, a high-tier mob type 3, and brute variants. In any location, begin by farming the base mob type 1. Farm this mob until you can kill it within approximately 2 seconds. Once you can consistently achieve this kill time, it's time to transition to farming brutes. Prioritizing Type 1 ensures a faster and more consistent cash flow until you can kill it within 2 seconds, and then brutes are the best. The spawn rate for all mob types, including brutes, is consistent across all locations. You can also farm with other players to increase your efficiency. However, to ensure you receive the cash reward, you must deal at least 5% of the mob's maximum health in damage. This means that even in a group, you must actively participate in the fight to get the cash. The cash reward is always based on the mob type, not its level. Therefore, killing lower-level mobs of the same type yields the same reward. Mob levels only affect their health. If you are struggling with DPS, focus on lower-level mobs of the same type. Also, if you kill a mob and then arise it as a shadow, the shadow will be the same level as the mob was. Therefore, farming brutes becomes the most efficient method in any location when you can kill the first mob in 2 seconds. In summary, farming brutes is the most efficient way to acquire cash in Arise crossover, regardless of your location, when you can kill the first mob type in around 2 seconds. Remember to start farming the first mob in any location and switch to brutes when you can achieve that 2-second kill time. By following this guide, you can maximize your cash gains and progress more efficiently. Keep in mind the cash and health multipliers, especially the 10x cash and 13.33x health multiplier for brutes relative to the base mob. Also, all brutes within a location have the same rewards, and spawn rates are consistent across all areas. Finally, to receive rewards in co-op, ensure you deal at least 5% of the mob's maximum health in damage. If you found this information helpful, like and subscribe for more Arise crossover guides. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.